The aliens are going to attack and they're going to take over UK. Illuminati, the people controlling the world, they're going to drop a small atom bomb on the Olympic Games and blow everyone up. We're being kept in ignorance. It's a conspiracy to keep this fact underground. Feeding Christians to the lions or winning gold medals. All these athletes are all dead now. They run around. They don't live more than 50, 60 years old. It's ignorance, from top to bottom ignorance. We don't want another Colosseum in London. So it's a waste of time. Can't you see? And we're going to face the plain truth. If we keep on trying to tell the truth about this, they're going to do something to us like...
What do you think about the Colosseum?
Well, I think it's all part of a colossal hoax. A colossal hoax. Colossal means big. Seum means a place. Colossal hoax. Similarly, we're making another colossal hoax in London for the Olympic Games. Everyone is very proud of the big stadium for the Olympic Games in London. But actually, it's a colossal hoax. And you may be offended by that, but I don't mind, because, you know, this is the day of, we have to speak the truth sometimes. So what is this big hoax that I'm talking about? The hoax is the cult of the body. It's the cult of the body. All the Romans used to come here, and they used to watch the Christians fighting with the lions. There's been films made about it. Everyone seems to be enjoying entertainment. Now, okay, we're not killing the Christians this time in the Olympic Games in London, but we're watching people running around fighting for gold medals. Why? Because the cult of the body. It's a cult of the body. It's a hoax. Come closer. What is the good? You see this colossal Colosseum is almost finished, just a museum piece. Now we're making another one in London for the cult of the body. Well, what's wrong with the cult of the body? You'll say athletics, gold medals. It brings up the national pride. All the nations are competing. It's a good idea. People will say, what's wrong with it? Why you Hare Krishnas? You're saying it's wrong. We're not saying it's wrong. It's just childish. It's just childish. Why is it childish? Because we're not this body. We're not this body. We say my hand, my head, my nose, my mind, my intelligence, but who am I? You see? It's a childish civilization. Where's the Roman Empire gone? It's turned into the American Empire or the British Empire. Okay, because it's the same old cult, the cult of the body, which is not sustainable. The body's going to die. This is the main point. So the real self is not this body. Once we had a child's body, then we had a young boy's body, then it grew up to be an adult's body. Now I have an old body. You see, look, on my white hair. You see? So the body's not going to last. But I'm the witness of this body changing. That means I'm permanent. But these things are not being taught. It's a conspiracy theory. I have a conspiracy theory. Just like I was reading in the newspaper that they think that on the day of the Olympic Games closing, the aliens are going to attack and they're going to take over UK. You know about that? And there's another conspiracy theory that the Illuminati, the people controlling the world, they're going to drop a small atom bomb on the Olympic Games and blow everyone up. This is the conspiracy theory. So Actually, why are we all so worried about this conspiracy theory? Because we identify with this body. But we're not this body. We say, my nose, my head, my arms, my legs. So who am I? What am I? The conspiracy is that we're being kept in ignorance by our educational system. It's a question of common sense. Well, obviously we're not this body. You see a dead body, the man is there, the physical body is there, but the person has gone. We're the driver of this body. So if nations like Britain, if Britain wants to be prestigious, why doesn't it take up the science, understand the science of the soul? What is the self? And how to become immortal? That is the real business of human life. Not to play around with feeding Christians to the lions or winning gold medals. All these athletes are all dead now. They run around. They don't live more than 50, 60 years old. And anyway, the body's going to die. So why shouldn't the British spend some money, and all the nations spend some money, how to become immortal? The science is there. We have our Bhagavad Gita. It's a science. How to become immortal. You don't have to die. You don't have to have old age. You don't have to have death. It's not necessary for us. So, but this knowledge is not being given to the people. So this is the conspiracy. It's ignorance, from top to bottom ignorance. But we have a solution. You know what the solution is?
Yes, we have a solution.
What is the solution?
The solution is chant Hare Krishna.
Chant Hare Krishna. You must be joking.
Yes, but
how does it work?
Yes, it is what our work is. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
No. Listen, you have to explain to them, because I think we're also fools. This sound vibration is called a transcendental sound vibration. It purifies the consciousness. It's not Hindu, it's not Christian, it's not Muslim. It's nothing like that. It's not religious. It's a science. How to purify the consciousness. So you know, it's yoga. You heard of yoga, bhakti yoga? So these guys weren't practicing yoga. So they were just feeding the Christians to the lions. So the thing is, we don't want to make the same mistake in the Olympic Games in London. So what we should do is use this opportunity of Olympic Games in London to try and get people to take this sound vibration so they understand, I'm not this body. I'm eternal. I'm not this body that's going to die. I'm not this mind that's going to die. I'm an eternal being. And there's a better place than this to have fun. And I don't have to pay anything for it either. All we have to do is dance and sing and chant, and this consciousness will develop. This is called yoga. So we're recommending that the people of UK, okay, go to the Olympic Games, but don't waste your time too much. The real business of human life, to understand who am I and how to become immortal. That's the real business of life. The real gold medal is to become immortal. Not just to win the 100-meter electrics or whatever it is. Or to be eaten by the lions. That's no solution to the problem. The real problem is this body has to grow old and die. Can't you see that? And we're avoiding this problem individually and socially, nationally, and the United Nations also avoiding this problem. So we have to do something. Now, all intelligent people must make a conspiracy. It doesn't matter whether you're Christian, Hindu or Muslim. Let's get together on this point. We're not this body. And we have to push education on this level. Colleges, universities, schools. And the simplest way is to chant the names of God. Chant Allah if you like. Chant Jehovah. Chant anything. And these things will purify our consciousness. This is simple for the good of the British people. Let's do this. If the leaders of Britain, Mr. Cameron, really want to help the people, the Olympic Games is not going to solve the problem. Everyone's going to get old and die anyway. But you should provide some facility instead of spending trillions of dollars on the billions of dollars on the Olympic Games. Why not just teach people that they're not this body and they'll become happy and satisfied? You see? You can live simply. It just requires some, how do you say, community should expand. The people who know their self-interest of humanity. How to save humanity from this animalism. It's only animalism actually. Dogs and cats, they also run around and play. And monkeys also play. And we know better than monkeys. A monkey doesn't stop to think, who am I? You see, on my hat. You see, once I had a child's body, then it grew up, a young child's body, then a young boy's body. You see, and then we grow adult, and then we go to college, and then we get married, and you can see the change of body is happening for everybody, and then there's dead body. You see, but what are we? Who is the driver of this? You think all these cars in Rome are running without a driver? See, this car would be useless if there were, that coach would be useless if there wasn't a driver inside. So these bodies are like machines. Anybody can see this is common sense, but we're all avoiding this issue. It's a conspiracy amongst the educators of humanity to keep this fact underground. They just say it's for Hare Krishna, for religious fanaticists, but it's the plain truth. When are we going to face the plain truth? I'm not this body, I'm something different from this body. So make a new culture, not the culture of the body, culture of spiritual knowledge. Then people will be happy. The whole of this colossal hoax civilization. Let's have a new civilization based on the fact that we're not this body, we're different, we're the driver of these machines. Why don't we base the civilization on that? And then we can have something in common. You know, all the Olympic teams are coming, let's face it. They're thinking, I'm going to fight for my country. I'm Senegal, I'm Uganda, I'm America, I'm Russia, I'm this, I'm... Actually, we're not these bodies. So it's a waste of time. Can't you see? On the spiritual platform, there's unity. We're all part and parcel of the Supreme Whole, or God. Then we have something in common. But on the physical platform, there's nothing in common. He's green, he's yellow, he's Martian, he's female, he's this, he's that. We're all different. But on the spiritual platform, even the animals, the birds and fishes, the trees, the insects, we're all part and parcel of the Supreme Being. So we have this in common. So why try and create differences? Like, you know, eating the Christians, giving gold medals to this country, that country. It's making difference between human beings. It's not bringing people together. We're fighting over gold medals, and they're fighting to eat the Christians. What's the difference? You see, we're still fighting because we're on the cult of the body. It's a cult of the body. You see, it's a mistake. We're making a big mistake. Just like in mathematics. If you say 2 and 2 equals 3, everything, the sum's going to be wrong. So it's going to be a mess up, your calculation. So right from the start, we're saying, I am this body. It's not true. I'm not British. My parents were British, but it doesn't mean I'm British. They may say in my passport, that's a piece of paper, but the real self is not British. It's not Roman. Try and understand this. This is a basic knowledge, fact of spiritual life. And we can base a new civilization on that. Go for it. Go for it. We don't want another Colosseum in London. We don't want to see a whole bloody mess. Let's get it together now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Amen.